All right, today I want to get into why I like the Bohning Pro Class fletching jig better than the Bitzenburger fletching jig. So let's get right into the video. Now the Bohning Pro Class fletching jig is capable of doing 3 or 4 fletch. It accommodates all arrow diameters, and you can buy it either in a straight clamp, a left helical, or right helical clamp. And the cost of these jigs are approximately about 30 bucks on Amazon, under $40. And of course the Bitzenburger jig is probably going to run you around $100. Alright, now these are the two jigs here. You got the Bohning on the left and the Bitzenburger on the right. And what I like about the Bohning is, you know, the construction is quite solid, even though it's a hard plastic. Of course, the Bitzenburger comes in aluminum. And of course, that's the standard of fletching jigs right there. Now, if you notice, the Bitzenburger, you can adjust, you know, your different arrow settings, whether it's 3 fletch or 4 fletch, actually right here with these Allen screws. And of course, the Bitzenburger, the Bohning comes with these little discs that you can put in by removing this knob and slipping in the disc, and then you can either choose 4 fletch or 3 fletch. They come standard with the 3 fletch, but it does come with that 4 fletch disc. And probably the only thing I like better on the Bitzenburger is that all you have to have is Allen screws, while here you do have to remove the knob to change that disc out, and it's easy. Now, as far as the clamps, the Bohning clamp is, like I said, a solid hard plastic, and it actually is quite durable. It's got a good solid spring, has the little metal plate on the back that attaches to the magnet on the jig itself, while the Bitzenburger, you know, of course, we all know that they're solid, and but sometimes on these Bitzenburgers you'll have to replace these actual, I guess, spring-loaded clips on here. All right, now each jig has these little hash marks that are at the bottom or the back of the jig to line up the fletching on how far you want your fletching to be from your nock on both clamps. And you may want to put a little mark on there so you can see it better after you find the actual distance that you want your fletching to be from your nock, and you'll have to do that on both jigs. As far as adjustability on these jigs, the Bohning, you can just turn this knob to adjust the degrees on how much you want on your actual clamp onto your arrow, while on the Bitzenburger you'll have to have an Allen wrench to do the same. Now, as far as turning your arrow on the clamp or the jig itself, you actually will turn this knob on the Bohning jig, and you'll turn this smaller knob on the Bitzenburger jig. Now, what I've noticed with the Bitzenburger jig, when I've used them, that you'll have to keep this knob kind of greased up or oiled up, or some people use wax that you use like a toilet bowl wax to keep this knob loose. Otherwise, corrosion will cause this to be very stiff and hard to turn. This here, you won't have that problem. Now, one benefit to using this clamp compared to this clamp is that when you're putting glue onto your fletching, you see how you can lay that flat, and then you've got your actual clamp that is horizontal instead of the Bitzenburger clamp, which is actually pointing downward. So I like it this way because I feel like I can lay a better bead of glue on the fletching versus having to go down. Now that I've showed you both jigs, let's put an arrow together using the Bohning jig. Alright, so what you'll need to build an arrow, of course, you need your fletching jig. I like using this Loctite super glue professional liquid. You'll see why I like that, because it's very quick and it's consistent, and it makes putting your arrows together very fast without having to wait for the glue to dry. course, we need alcohol to clean the shaft. There's some feathers right there, and I'm using a green and black because I'm building these arrows for turkey season, so I kind of want a darker color. Normally, I like bright colored fletching. And then, of course, I'm going to use a rag to for the alcohol to clean the shaft. All right, first, we need to clean the shaft with a little bit of alcohol. So just a little bit. Don't take a whole lot. See how much we got off of there? Look at that. All right. And then when you put your arrow shaft into the fletcher, make sure that you seat it all the way down. You know, if you don't get it seated in there, it'll be crooked, and then your arrow fletching won't go on correctly. It'll be all crooked themselves. All right. Here's our clamp, and I'm going to put the fletching about 1 inch from the nock. So you've got these marks, you know, that's 1 inch, 2 inch, but we're going to put it 1 inch from the nock. All right, so since I have mine set where the cock feather is out, I'm going to start with the black fletching. All right, let's see, let's line that up just like that. All right. Now, this was the benefit of the boning, is I could lay the clamp straight down, flat. Let's see, let me back up so you can see it. Flat. So now I can have a steady clamp while I put on the Loctite Super Glue Professional Liquid. This is the glue you guys want to use. All right. So now, I've had some coffee, so I might not be as steady as usual here. All right, let's see here. See how I can lay that on there pretty steady. Okay, now, you take your clamp, put it towards the back, lay it down just like that. All right, and with this Loctite Super Glue, generally you can let it set about 30 seconds and it's set. With that Fletch-Tite that I used to use, I'd have to let it set for about 2 minutes or longer. But with this stuff, about 30 seconds to a minute, man, this thing is, you've got a good bond. So let's give it a few more seconds and then we'll put the second fletching on. All right, let's see here. I believe that's long enough. All right, let's move to the next, just like that. Take our next feather, line it up with that mark, just like that, and got it to the mark right there. All right, put the clamp down, got a steady hand, and put some glue on there, just like that. All right, fletching to the back. There you go. One more. And we got our arrow made. All right, let's give it a few more seconds. Let me put the cap back on my alcohol here. Get it out of the way. Almost done. All right, that's probably long enough. Now, one more click. Get our fletching here. Put it down to the 1 inch mark. Hopefully you guys can see that. 1 inch mark right there. Just like that. Let me bump it up just a tad. All right, lay my clamp down so it's steady. Just like that, all the way down the feather, fletching, and then back to the back, let it line up, pressure down, give it about 30, 40 seconds, and man, we got an arrow. All right. Let's give it another few seconds, and let's see, that's probably long enough. Pull the clamp off just like that. And look at there. We got a feathered fletched arrow ready to go and let's go hunting. Anyway, that's how simple it is, and I hope that this video helped you guys with deciding whether to get a Bohning Fletcher or a Bitzenburger. They're both great Fletchers, but I kind of like this because they're inexpensive and they get the job done. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys that have encouraged me. I love you guys, and have a great day, and God bless you.